using our strength to be able to create an impact to other people's lives, or even just really be who we are authentically, already serves other people in a different way, right? We're creating an impact to them in the most effective way, sometimes without us realizing it, just us being present, because our presence alone is a gift, right? You know, yeah. So it's priceless. If anything, there's no number to that, right? It's absolutely priceless. Okay, so now with our open eyes right now, because we're going to enhance our senses, right? The gift that we have, and it takes a little more practice doing this. But even without closing our eyes, but concentrating already, given the noise that we are surrounded by, right? But being able to still concentrate and focus on certain things. I mean, sometimes, you know, we have to quiet our mind, close our eyes so that we can center in. However, if we can hone in ourselves being centered and focused, even with our eyes open, where we see so many distractions and see things, right? What I'd like to do is to still even identify certain things in our senses. Like for now, to start, we will use our eyes and be more focused and identify what you see and naming it, right? And then what we smell, what we hear, what we feel. Because ultimately, our feelings have to be used. If anything, people ignore what they're feeling. And this is why when people are like saying to me, how do you feel other people's energy? Well, because it takes a little bit of practice to center in, so you can sense it in your body, almost like feeling the shivers when you see and when you hear somebody talk, to see whether or not what they're saying is profound or true or authentic. You then ultimately will then feel it in your body the more you exercise this sensation. But sometimes, because we know our mind is busy, right? So sometimes we don't believe on things unless we see it. But our capability of smelling things and hearing things and feeling it is just as important as seeing. Okay? So some people who are blind have more enhanced senses. And only one thing was taken away from them. It's the sense of sight. However, overall, there's many people who do not use their sense of sensation, the feeling, the touch. They ignore it. It's almost like they're not blind, but they're just not using it. In comparison, it's almost like a blind not using their eyes. But in this case, it's the senses that it's not being utilized or not being enhanced, right? So it's just as important depending on how you look at it. But it seems like people tend to put more importance on the sense of sight more than just sense of smell or sense of feeling. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You agree? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Great. So this time, I'm going to ask you to identify 5 things that you see. For example, things for me that I see are, I see a microphone in front of me. I see a computer. I see television in front of me as well. And I see the couch that I'm sitting on. Okay? I smell, and I will identify what I smell, but this time I'd like you to, and like, I know, huh? And it's okay. Like, you know, whatever it is that we smell, because we want to enhance our feelings. That's part of the senses, right? So we're going to identify what we see. So I identify the things that I see. So if you can now identify what you see, Alice, what is it that you see?
Well, I see you talking, and I see an aura around you, because that's your energy field. And you're very, because you're talking, your energy is very excited. Yeah, and I feel a buzz from you. So that's how I feel. That's part of my senses.
Okay, we'll go to that sense later on, but what you see for now.
What do I see physically?
Yeah.
I see 2 ladies, lovely ladies, and I see my bird. I see my computer. I see my cameras on.
Okay, great, awesome, wonderful. Yeah. And how about you, Tanya? What do you see?
I see you. I see Alice. I see a TV, a window, and a fan.
Fantastic. Great. So now we're going to go to sense of smell. Okay, so this is called olfactory, and this is, by the way, I'm teaching you a little bit of NLP. It's called neuro linguistic programming. It's about the brain, right? Activating brain, right? And as again, sense. It's more like NLP, spirituality. This is what I do, both. Okay, and ultimately, it's the combination of both. NLP is more scientific. Spirituality is obviously about divine, right? And it's okay. I mean, it's completely fine, because we're all created as this. We're all energy, right? You know, Alice, Tanya, you're from the law of attraction, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, wonderful. So you understand what I'm saying here about gratefulness and everything else. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so sense of smell, olfactory smell. Okay, what do I smell? So it's about focus, right? Even with your eyes open, you still sense activating your sense. So I can smell a lit up vanilla flavored candle because I have it lit up. Okay, I have it in the kitchen right now. I also smell perfume that I'm wearing right now, and it's nice. Yeah, it's my favorite, actually, Chanel Chance I'm wearing. And I smell, which is this is extra special smell that I'm using now. I mean, something that comes up to me is the peanut butter cookie. And it takes, again, a little bit more of enhancement before you can kind of determine each one of them, right? But I can smell the peanut butter cookie that I've made yesterday. That's what I smell. How about you, Alice? What do you smell?
I have allergies. So
Okay.
when I'm inside my home, because I have a little bit of allergy for my birds, so I smell a little bit of faint wood, because they have toys that chew toys. When they chew the wood releases the resin into the air, so I can sometimes smell like the smell of wood.
Yeah.
I don't know if it makes any sense.
Absolutely. No, it's really you.
Like if you chop wood, you can smell the resin released from the wood. So that's what it smells like. I smell a little bit like a little musky, like a baby powder smell. That's how the bird smells.
Right.